The Academy of Contemporary Music at the University of Central Oklahoma is more than a school. It's a connection. And Day One is a product of the program and has opened a new genre by combining alternative music with hip hop. So, fellas, I have to know, like, how did you all meet, first off?
Me and Chris met first at the school. He approached me, and we kind of just immediately hit it off. And the first weekend, after we had met, we recorded. How many tracks was it?
Oh, no,
like,
I think it was like
somewhere in the
12,
neighborhood of like
13,
12 tracks
like
we had recorded. Like,
oh, okay.
You know, we just immediately, you know, had a musical connection, and so we recorded all that weekend. And so yeah, it was at the school where we met.
It's kind of funny. We had, like, my first class was with you guys.
Yeah, it was.
Like, very first class,
so we had all,
like,
like,
9
we were all
a.m.
familiar faces.
Oh, so you all three were in a class and you're like, oh,
yeah,
hey,
so we all knew of each other. Of course, these guys, you know, became friends before I started talking to them. But that's kind of how we got to know each other, because we were assigned into a project group to do a couple of songs or something like that, right?
Yeah, we did work with, was it the Grown Ups?
No, I think that was
that?
with Russell Kabir.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Norman.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, so the concept Day One, like, what does that mean, Day One? Like the group name?
It's like the beginning, you know. We started something new, so it's something brand new, you know. It's a fresh start. It's like, you know, it's just new. It's something that hasn't been done before. It's the first. We're the first of our kind. You can't say that anything that we're doing is being duplicated. So, you know.
You're absolutely right. You rap. You two, like, Todd and Logan play guitar. Obviously, like, that's something that is unheard of. Do you all think that that's something that puts you all just further ahead from other local artists that are in the area right now?
I wouldn't say that necessarily. I mean, it's different. It's completely different, and I think that gives us an edge. I mean, it gives us something that, you know, obviously no one else can have. Mm-hmm. But that's not to say that other artists aren't progressing, you know, as well. Our main thing is we're trying to stick to what we want to do, you know.
Gotcha.
We never want to compromise who we are as musicians and as people, so we kind of keep it, you know, our own way. That way we can, you know, and if people like that, you know, if we gain a fan that way, then that's awesome. But we never want to, you know, crumble to gain a fan. So
and guitars have always been in hip hop music, you know,
yeah,
whether
that's
it be
another
sampled.
thing.
So it's not like it's guitars. It's just music. You know what I mean? It's just rapping over music instead of samples.
James Brown, man.
Yeah.
That's a good example. That's a good example.
And that's what the difference is. We're not really focusing our difference on being rap musicians or rock musicians together. We're all focused on making just music as a sound. It's not sampled. Everything we do is original. It's from our hands, you know, even the recording. So that's what gives us more of an edge, that we know our production, that we're recording it, that we're mixing it, that this is Day One, like, you know what I mean? Like, we produce this. Everything that you see, we make that. So that's what gives us the edge. It's not really like the fact that it's rap with guitars, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Because that's all you can hear. Yeah, you can hear that anywhere. You have bands, POD, Gym Class Hero, B.O.B.,
Linkin
you
Park
know.
did something with Jay-Z, but it's just how we do it, how we go about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that Logan's melodic singing over, like, choruses kind of puts us beyond that box of this is hip hop with guitar, you know?
Absolutely. So Art by Death 2, I heard Art by Death 1. What can fans expect? Because you all just released this. Like, what's different on this album than the first album?
We've grown a lot. I always say that when we started out that weekend, we had no idea what we were doing. You know, we knew that we wanted to make music, and we knew that we were gonna make music. And you know, it's been 3 years now already, which has flown by. We've grown a lot, so it definitely shows in the music, and we're definitely excited about the next project. Just growing. It sounds like a grown-up version of Art by Death.
Okay.
So
it's out of the box, you know what I mean? It's like, no, it's with Todd, there's no limitation. on Art by
Yeah, I
Death
came
2.
into it on the second record.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
I started writing on this. I didn't do anything for the first record. So on this, I mixed and I played bass and played guitar. So that kind of gave it a different vibe.
Right.
And
Cool.
yeah,
You can expect synth bass, you can expect live bass, you know what I mean? Like, so
Whatever.
it's something that's gonna hit your trunk like a rap album, you know what I mean? But at the same time, you're gonna hear some music, you know what I
Gotcha.
mean? So it's good. Like it fits whatever your socket is, you know what I mean? Like it's the hard hitting 808, whatever you want to call it, and then there's live drums. Then there's, you know, if you like
That's the
singing,
whole-
if
that's
you
our
like
whole thing.
rapping, and there's
Gotcha.
Todd's fingering, like, you know, on the guitars, like, man.
So basically, what you're saying, everybody need to go cop the album, right?
Yeah, man, why not, you know?
Try it
And
out. You know?
yeah, if you have
There's no harm
Spotify,
in
if you hit to
trying
all
it.
that new technology, you know, if you're on Spotify,
Yeah, you can
just
listen
look it
for
up.
free.
It's pretty cool, you know, and test it out. If you don't like it,
Cool,
just let us know.
cool. So, you all are busy. You all did South by Southwest. You all did Oklahoma Live. What's next for you all, like as far as like the touring and like the new projects and all that jazz that comes along with being musicians?
Well, we're kind of in a restructuring phase right now. You know, the album took a lot of work, and once we finally have completed that, you know, we've got it out. Now we're kind of into rebuilding our live show. Because like I said, we've grown as a band, and so, you know, we feel that we need to grow as a live band as well. You know, our album needs to match our live presence. So we're kind of going to restructure our live show. So I mean, in the near future, you'll be able to see a brand new day one. You know, brand new live show. That's our goal.
I'm
as of now.
excited for y'all. I'm excited.
Trying to make a bigger impact, you know what I mean? Trying to get to that next level. So whether that be a bigger television network, whether that be more radio stations, anything, like, you know, we don't put all our eggs in one basket. You know, we don't expect the ACM or whoever to move something for us. We just want to put our eggs everywhere. You know, we're reaching out to professional companies, professional labels, just trying to step above you know, anything that you can see in your site right now, which is like the local scene. We want to go to the professional level.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? We want to take it,
Yeah, rather than
skyrocket it, you know? So when you come see a live show, I want you to be like, you know, damn, I got to go get that album. Like, you know, it made an impact on me. I felt like I know those guys. I felt like I felt like, you know, I felt like I went through that stuff with them. So we just working on making a bigger impact.
Well, you all are making an impact because you all make music videos, and I hear that the person that does y'all's music video is also the manager. Like, seriously?
right. Matt's a really big part of this group.
How did that relationship start?
He fell from the sky.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
He fell from the sky in our backyard, basically.
It's a good move, you know what I mean? We work as a family. So, you know, and even as you reach and grow to that next level, you got people that's going to try to come in and say different things and do different things, and we're here, we're brothers, you know what I mean? It don't see no white and black thing, or we don't see no, I do this and you do this. This is a family, you know what I mean? We've even lived together, we've even, you know, we eat at the same spots. We all know each other's girlfriends. You know what I mean? Like, I've lived with him at one point in time with his mom. You know, not like lived with him, but I've gone home and visited, and you know what I mean? Different things. Matt stayed us, like, you know, everything. This is just like a family. You know what I mean? So that's how that plays out, and it's bigger than money. It's bigger than anything. Like, you know what I mean? It's like a whole new pact, you know, it's brought together by God, so no man can break this, what we got. No man.
Exactly. We didn't build this, you know, it happened for a reason.
So how can fans connect with you all? I mean, school is getting ready to start, and that's like a busy season for musicians.
See us in the street, you better holler at us. You know? Like, you see us somewhere, just talk to us, you know, because we talk back, or you know, whether it be digital. We think like nowadays everything is going. We were just talking yesterday. Everything is going to being intangible. You know what I mean? Like everything's on the screen now. So we want to make it a big digital impact and a real life impact too. So if you see us somewhere, you know, just shout us out, man.
Just
no
say,
matter,
hey.
yeah, you know, like I ran across you, you know, you was at the UCO library in your Saturn doing your thing. So it's cool. We just want that real life impact with our fans. We want to be able to touch your hand at the show. We want to be able to, you know, really know us.
That's all that matters in the end, you know. I mean, all the digital stuff fades, but when you have relationships and you know people, and you know, that's what matters in music anyways. It's all about that impact and knowing people.
Yeah, we even had plans for an upcoming EP, which we thought it would be really cool to do it all analog to tape and release it on cassette, but also have digital download it like as a download card, right?
We don't have cassettes much.
Well, no. It's kind of like, hey, here's your download card, but it's a cassette. You know what I mean?
Okay, I got you.
And even like be in touch with fans. Like if you buy the album or the EP, we'll write you a letter or something.
Gotcha.
You know, we're coming up with these kind of old new ideas. I would call it new vintage
it's
stuff.
Classic,
you know?
You know what I mean? Like everybody want that '90s rap back. That's what everybody's thirsting for. Like not just '90s rap. Like, you know what I mean? Like you want to be able to reproduce what you grew up on. Something has to keep it alive. Like, you know what I mean? So I think about like when that cassette I did, like you remember your mom had the cassette and stuff, or you know, even kids, like, you know, somebody has to keep the ancient ways around, but you put a new twist on them. You know, there's nothing new under the sun. So it's like, man, I got this digital thing, but it's on tape. You know, like so it's just
it
dope,
rebuilds
man.
that connection of you're getting handed a physical product that's something cool that, you know, if you like our music, you can hold on to this and say, you know, I have this physical tape.
Yeah.
That's
you know,
smart.
whether you listen to it or not, you know, you still have the album digitally, and that's the whole thing.
Oh man, thank you all, fellas. Y'all, I feel inspired now. Thank you all for coming to this show and visiting with me. And
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Anytime. Well, you all heard it first. Day one in NewsOK Studio. For more news 24/7, always visit newsok.com.